Love her or hate her, you certainly cannot ignore the transcendent stardom of Priyanka Chopra. Hello guys, welcome to Filmanter, and for today's list, we'll be taking a look at some of the best big screen performances by the model turned actor in her film career so far. Before we begin though, please make sure to subscribe to Filmanter if you haven't already, and press the bell icon to never miss an update. With that out of the way, this is Amir, and here are 5 best characters played by Priyanka Chopra. Number 5, Kashibai in Bajirao Mastani.
कमाल है भाई, मजाक करना तो कोई तुमसे सीखे.
Conflict drives a character arc. The greater the conflict, the more engaging that character becomes. Chopra's Kashibai from this Jalil Bansali magnum opus was fueled with an internal conflict so large that it practically steered the entire historical epic into the directions it went despite being a supporting character at max. The film sees the loyal and caring first wife of Peshwa Bajirao struggle between the realization of her husband's infidelity with him marrying another woman and her helplessly considerate nature towards the universally rejected new bride of the Peshwa. Sometimes subtle is not the way to go. Priyanka's warm screen presence and dramatic dialogue delivery was all it took for us to fall in love with Kashibai.
अरे देवा, कितने लंबे हो गए हैं आप? मुझे भी दिखने लगी है, देखो तो. अच्छा एक बात बताइए, छत्रपति के साथ आप ठीक से राजनीति सीख रहे हैं ना?
And by the end of the film, we found ourselves in a conflict of our own between rooting for the sensitive love story between the two leads or for the kind-hearted wife left behind. For many, Priyanka far outshined her namesake co-stars in Bajirao Mastani, and we can't really blame them. Number 4, Mrs. Sonia Roy in Aitraaz.
Good. तो समझ लो कि तुम्हारी जिंदगी तुम्हारी. Come with me.
If you haven't already, watch our previous video where we discussed how Chopra's antagonistic role in this 2004 courtroom drama stole the entire show upon the film's release. Mrs. Sonia Roy was a manipulative cheater who had little moral baggage to put her thoughts into before attempting to stir up the status quo in the worst way possible. She would try to abuse her power, form an affair with her employee, and file bogus lawsuits without any remorse. The astonishing part is not that it was a rare occurrence of a leading female actress breaking the mold and taking up a role that goes against all the stereotypical norms when it came to heroines in films. The fascinating part is that it was only Chopra's second year in the movies, coming off a successful modeling career, but having a seemingly long road ahead when it came to impressing the masses with her acting chops. How the director duo Abbas Mastan felt she was ready with such a brave role so early on in her career is anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure, with everything said and done, Chopra looked like $1,000,000 coming out of Aitraaz, and there was no stopping her after.
ये रिलेशन तुम्हारे लिए कामयाबी की एक सीढ़ी होगी राज. आज मेरे पास पावर है, पोजीशन है, पैसा है. मैं तुम्हें कहां से कहां पहुंचा सकती हूं. Think about it.
Number 3, Aditi Chaudhary in The Sky is Pink.
अगर आयशा के लिए नहीं होता, मैं ईशान से ये टेस्ट करवाती भी नहीं. ना तो मुझे तुम्हें कुछ प्रूव करना है, ना किसी और को. तुम भाड़ में जा सकते हो.
After staying away from the Hindi cinema for over 3 straight years, Chopra came back with one of the best characters she has ever played with this 2019 drama. The Sky is Pink revolved around a family's turmoil in dealing with the loved one's illness and the inevitable death that follows. The movie, which focused mainly on the turbulences in a couple's relationship before and after their daughter Aisha's death, interestingly never tried too hard to make us feel a certain way. In other words, make us cry. It was a subtle tragedy with a practical approach at dealing with such circumstances, and Priyanka, as the committed mother at the center of the family, was as good as the role demanded her to be, if not better. Aditi's unparalleled determination was what kept the family together in the most difficult of times, whether it be her ruthless plight to get her daughter cured, her undaunting will to make Aisha's remaining life as comfortable as possible, or her heartbreaking decision to finally let go. For a film that dealt with such a tragic real-life story, it ended up being a brilliantly inspirational and uplifting watch. Number 2, Magna Matar in Fashion. Starring alongside Kangana Ranaut and Mugdha Godse, Chopra played the role of Magna Matar in this Madhur Bhandarkar drama, a small-town girl who witnesses the darker side of the fashion industry en route to becoming a supermodel herself.
तुम स्मॉल टाउन वाली लड़कियों की प्रॉब्लम क्या है? अच्छी अंग्रेजी में क्या मांग लो, कुछ भी देने के लिए तैयार।
As the film's solo lead, Priyanka's Magna Matar is the focal point of view with which viewers see the reality behind the glamorous world and its illustrious ramp. The role that garnered Chopra her first and only national award involved her going through a transformation of sorts from a humble hard worker in the beginning to a self-destructive and condescending star by the end, exemplifying the worst way of handling fame. Neither the film nor the actor shies away from anything bold they were trying to achieve through the story, and as a result, fashion transports us to the ends of the glamour industry like no other movie before it could do. And it's fair to say that regardless of whether or not the actor's previous modeling work had any implications here, Chopra's effortless portrayal of the good girl gone bad Magna still stands as one of her milestone performances to date. And number 1, Jalil Chatterjee in Barfi. Is there anything not said already about Priyanka Chopra in Barfi that we'll cover here? Probably not, but we can try. The top actress pulled off arguably her toughest job in this 2013 Anurag Basu directorial, and that's not to play the autistic character in the film. It was actually to make viewers believe that they weren't seeing the Priyanka Chopra playing the role, and boy did she disappear within. As per Basu's own admission, his initial reluctance to cast Chopra as Jalil wasn't because of any reservations he might have had with her as a performer. It was actually because the moment fans recognize her familiar face during the film, they're emotionally out. A risk that paid off heavily because what we ended up seeing was a transcendent effort by the actor, leaving everything related to being a Bollywood heroine behind to play this differently abled character. Not only was it a risky gamble, Priyanka's Jalil Chatterjee was also indirectly responsible for some production issues as well. A lesser known fact is that Priyanka's Jalil was shaping up to be such a powerful role right from the beginning that the makers weren't able to find anyone to play the role of the second female lead in the film, Shruti, finally casting the newcomer Ileana Cruz in it, who did the best she could to survive under the pressures of the instantly iconic characters in Ranbir Kapoor's Barfi and of course, Chopra's Jalil Chatterjee. And there you have it guys, 5 best characters played on screen by Priyanka Chopra. Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comment section down below. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to support Filmanter. That's very important as it not only helps us grow, but keeps us motivated to make more such content. With that said, have a safe week ahead. This is Amir and I will see you soon.